To start, you're going to want to use pencil in case you make a mistake and get a straight edge or ruler of some kind. I also want to have ready my marker and an eraser. To start, I need a horizon line somewhere near the top of the paper and I need a vanishing point. So I'm going to use my makeshift straight edge to create both. Once I have my vanishing point, I now need to make a path that travels down. This is how we'll show our perspective. To make my path, I need to draw 2 lines from the vanishing point to the bottom of the paper. Now we need to use a little bit of overlap in our perspective. We have a receding path. You can see the path gets smaller as it goes towards the horizon line. Our path marker is going to be in a Chinese style. You can draw it over the center of the path towards the front. This will overlap and possibly even go over your horizon line because it is in front. It'll also seem larger than the path in the back. One part of Chinese New Year is the use of lanterns. I'm going to go ahead and add some lanterns as decoration to this path. I'm going to start by using simple circles or ovals attached to a string for now. To create more depth in my drawing, I'm going to go ahead and add a few hills and some mountains to my background. Remember, hills and mountains have a lot of variety, and the more ups and downs you create, the better it will look. Now we need to trace our lines and add all of the dark shading that we want for our reverse drawing. We want to make sure that whatever lines we make are clear and dark so that when we change to the negative of the drawing to make it nighttime, it'll be clear and easy to see. Start by tracing all of your line work. As you're tracing your work, you could also add any additional details you would like, such as stripes, lines, or textures. Now I need to add some shading to my mountain. I'm going to start at the peak of my mountain and work towards the valleys. I'm going to make some abstract shapes that connect the peak to the valleys and add some diagonal lines. By doing this, I've created a little bit of shading to my mountain and some dimension. Remember, when you do those diagonal lines for one set of mountains, make sure you do the same direction of diagonal lines for another set. I also want to add some shading to my path to make it stand out from my grass when I reverse my image. Because I want my path to be bright, I'm actually going to color it mostly with my black, using horizontal lines to keep my path even and smooth. Now when I make my lines, I keep them close together. The lane looks empty, so I'm going to add little marks to show that there might be grass or plants. I want to show the light from the moon hitting the sides of my pillars of my gate. So I'm going to add a little bit of line work or shading just to the edges of my gate posts. I also want to add a little bit of shading to my hill surface to give it a little bit of texture. I also want to trace and completely color my moon. When I reverse the image, the black actually becomes white, so the moon will be nice and bright in a night sky. Finally, I want to add some fireworks to show that it is New Year's in China. So to make fireworks, I'm just adding some line work around in a circle to imply that there's fireworks. Make some of different sizes and put them in different locations. Nice work, your drawing is complete. Looks like a happy new year indeed. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to reverse the image to create the nighttime scene.